All right, Israel and Iran, ceasefire, no more war. Update here from the White House and Donald Trump. I want to give my perspective. My name is Gavin Mehl. Let's break it all down right now. All right, so massive trending topic right now on X. It says Israel and Iran, 1.2 million posts about it in the last couple hours. I mean, that's huge. What just happened is that we're witnessing a very highly strategic planned psychological military operation, according to some very calculated executive orders and tactical force that's happening. Now, I want to just kind of give my perspective and also just basically read the announcement. It says, congratulations to everyone. It has been fully approved that by and between Israel and Iran, there has been a complete total ceasefire. So Saturday, 6/21 on the summer solstice, Donald Trump, he sent in those missiles supposedly and allegedly into that base. Looked like it went into a hole in the desert somewhere. I don't think anyone was hurt or injured. Looked like that way. Then Iran, they retaliated. But what he posted today was that he was thanking them because he called them up first. Thank you for the phone call. Let me know where you were going to blast off to our stuff. And they blocked all their missiles. One of them went astray, and they blocked like 11 of them. But they got their retaliation in, even though nothing got struck. So, and then now there's a ceasefire, complete negotiation, and everybody's at peace. Now, what's the story is that ultimately Israel, this is the story of the narrative, was they were really upset about this. They wanted to go after Iran, and they were running out of firepower. So because they were out of firepower, they were going to potentially use one of their nukes to explode Iran. Then Pakistan was ready to retaliate. They'd already said if Israel uses one of those nukes, Pakistan's going to come in and retaliate, go after them. So Donald Trump met with the head of Pakistan's army, like their military guy, and they made a deal and said, look, I'm going to settle this. We're going to go and strike. Okay, you don't have to nuke Israel. We're going to find peace in this whole situation. Nobody's going to get hurt, and these potential weapons of mass destruction that Iran may have, or according to intelligence, there wasn't any solid evidence on that, are going to be gone. That's the story from the White House. Now, yesterday, Barnes went absolutely nuts on Viva Frei about this entire issue. And as an attorney, Barnes, I completely see why. Because he's seeing this from a perspective of an attorney's perspective only. And he's not seeing any other possible plays on this. Because as an attorney, you cannot possibly admit that there's another set of laws that play. I get it, dude. And that's kind of like my perspective and why it's so unique. Well, I see Barnes's perspective in reading the law and the cases and what he knows about the Supreme Court and how it operates and how these courts move. But then I also see that we have a whole nother set of laws, which are orders, regulations, Title 10, military regulations that set out different perspectives and things that can happen. All right. And so that set of laws, Barnes he can't even admit he doesn't want to go there. And I don't blame him because it's not his lane. So, but from what I'm seeing, Derek Johnson was 100% right on all this. All this stuff is called out by him originally, and how we are under a very specific, calculated, highly strategic, tactical operation. And this is definitely a show with Iran and Israel and Donald Trump, because he even admitted today they called him up and let him know where they were going to strike so he could clear it out and they could oppose it. He strikes over there and strikes their base, maybe blows some stuff up. It was a good thing, but he didn't. It was calculated. It wasn't like he didn't kill people. He didn't kill a bunch of civilians. It was very strategic, very much of a show. And now apparently it's over, or it's going to be over any minute now. No more war, peace on earth. And we're going into what I would say is going to be the best, most prosperous time to be alive in human history as we go into the 4th of July and then this 250-year celebration of the 4th of July. Now, the 4th of July in the United States is such a big deal for everyone because this is the most cherished and important, second most important document in human history. Next to the Bible, the Declaration of Independence comes second because It's about freedom. You know, the 56 signers put their life on the line to do that. And that document has been shredded to pieces by most presidents in the last 20 to 30 years until now. Now it's up in the White House. You know, he's got the original document in there in the Oval Office. And this is going to be the next 1 year is going to be a time to celebrate freedom, celebrate Declaration of Independence and abundance for everyone. We're going to go into some amazing times, and it's all going to loop around to going into Bitcoin. And I say Bitcoin, it has a bad name because people think, oh, BTC. BTC is completely trashed and put the name Bitcoin into the mud. But that name is going to come back. It's going to come back to the actual protocol Bitcoin. Okay? Well, that's what I'm talking about. The network itself, peer-to-peer electronic cash. And the way forward so that AI doesn't completely destroy us and take us over, we have to have a ledger. And that's the only way to do it is the Bitcoin protocol. So, all right, big announcement here is coming in from X, Israel Iran. Coming at you right now. My name's Gavin. It looks like a ceasefire, peace on earth, the biggest and best 4th of July of all time is beginning on the 10th. I'm sorry, on this 4th for the next 1 year celebration. So all I can say is follow Josh Reid. If you haven't already, follow Derek Johnson. Keep up with him. If you guys want to know more about, like, he's the one that's really done the best analysis and you know, comprehending all those orders. And Josh Reid on the Red Pill Project, man, my man, I'm going to have him back on. He really understands this at the highest level that I've seen. Better than any analysis I've ever seen from anybody. So all I got, hit the ones, help the threads, and leave a comment. I do appreciate you. I'll see you at the top.